Hello, folks, and welcome to the first of two candidate forums for the CSU by-election. Today, we're going to be hearing from candidates for CSU collective liaison and coordinators, faculty representatives, Capilano Business and Professional Society Association presidents. Today's forum will be moderated by the Capilano Courier and live tweeted by the Capilano Courier. Videos from today's forum will be available on the CSU's YouTube page, and summaries and other election coverage will be at capilanocourier.com. The second forum will take place on Thursday at noon and will feature candidates for the Vice President Equity and Sustainability race. All right, so I'd like to thank Freya Emery from the Capilano Courier for moderating, and I'll pass the spotlight on to her. Thank you, Freya.
Hello. Alrighty, so thank you so much for coming, and thank you, John, for introducing me. So we have from the Capilano Courier, we have prepared some questions for you all today for the candidates, but we will also be asking questions submitted by the audience too. So if you have a question, please submit them through the chat by pressing the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen. Also, please make sure to note who it is for. So write down the candidate's name. And also candidates, make sure to remember that you can also ask questions to your fellow candidates as well. So it doesn't just have to be from the audience. So before I get started, I just first want to apologize if I ever get anybody's name wrong. And also, candidates, please make sure that your responses are no more than a minute. We will give you a little bit of a warning if they do go. Oh, sorry. Matt is also here from the Courier, and he'll also be helping you too. I'll just give him a minute. Sorry about that if there was any feedback. But yeah, let's get started. So first, I would like to bring to the stage all the candidates for the CSU Education, Health, and Human Development representatives. This should be Ishpreet, I believe, should be coming to the stage. We'll give them a minute.
We don't appear to have Ishpreet available just right now, so perhaps we can move on to the next race.
No worries. All right. So now on to the CSU Fine and Applied representatives, and this should be Shorty coming up. Also, sorry if I mispronounced anybody's names.
Okay, hi.
Hello. Alrighty, so let's get started. First question, could you introduce yourself? This could be also your first name, last name, your pronouns if you feel comfortable, and also let us know why you are a good candidate for this position.
Okay, so my name is Shruti Karthikeyan, and I'm a second-year student in the IDEA program. So I decided to come because I felt that a lot of us in the design program are not as involved in the university, and we feel kind of isolated. So I thought by being a representative, you could get people more involved.
Awesome. All right, so second question. If elected, what do you expect to accomplish during your term on board? Or what have you accomplished in the role so far that shows you would be a successful advocate for students?
Okay, so there were a few ideas I had in mind, such like having more design or creativity related contests so we can all participate in them. And like if people had an issue with their program, I would try to voice it out during the meetings. I also really want timings pushed to 9 a.m.
Awesome, sounds good. And what is something that the CSU isn't doing that they wish they were?
Just getting us more involved, like the design students, we could have like our work displayed in bulletin boards or stuff like that.
Awesome. And now for your closing statement. So why should students vote for you?
I'll make sure like if you have any problems or something you'd like to get addressed about your program or just get more events, I would voice it out during the meetings.
Cool. That is all the questions I have. Do you have anything else you'd like to add to that?
No, that's it.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. All right. And so now, Matt, would you like to ask the questions? I don't know if you're on stage. Yeah. John, could you bring Matt to the stage, please? Thank you.
Hey, I don't know if you guys can hear me or see me. My audio has been a little weird. We're good. So who's up?
All right, so up is, let's see, the CSU Global and Community Studies representative. This should be Bakramjeet.
It appears that we don't have Bikramjeet nor the Accessibility Justice Coordinator Mantilla present today, but we do have both Queer Students Liaison candidates.
Yep, they can come to the stage. We have some questions for them.
Hello. Hi. I'm not so sure if you can see me. Can you?
Yes, I can see you. You're good.
Okay, thank you. So I've just sneaked in away for a little bit because I'm at work, but I just try to let you guys know about myself. So my name is Raghav Mittal, and I am in first year. I'm a first year student at Capilano, and I'm majoring in biology. And I've chosen to be a representative for the Queer Students Liaison. The reason for that is that for the longest time, especially in India, I've struggled with my sexuality. And recently, especially with the help of my cousins and siblings, I have become more comfortable with who I am. And it's honestly very liberating, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I've chosen to run for this position because I want to help other students feel the same.
That's wonderful. We have gone through a lot of the answers to the questions I was going to ask. But if you become elected, what do you expect to accomplish during your term on the board, or what have you accomplished so far?
Sure. So first of all, I would say the one thing that I've accomplished so far is becoming more comfortable with my own sexuality. I think that is one main thing that a lot of queer people struggle with, is that even though sometimes that they know that this is who they identify as, they are not really comfortable with it and continue to live a double life. So that's one thing that I've become more comfortable with. And one thing I would want to accomplish as a board member of this position is that I see the queer collective room upstairs, and it's there for a reason, but it's always dusty and it's always empty. And there's no one there that other queer students can talk to and interact with. So I just want to represent more queer people. I just want more attention to go towards that room, because I think that room is there for a reason. And if queer people do not use it, and if it does not solve the purpose, there's no meaning to it. So that's one thing that I would like to bring to attention.
Right. In terms of the CSU, and we'll try and keep the answers a little bit shorter so we don't run long. In terms of the CSU, is there anything that they aren't doing that you would like them to?
I just think that bringing more attention to the queer collective room again, because I think that they did make one post about it, but I don't think that's something that was brought up again. So I think that's one thing that CSU could do, because there are so many new people coming to the university, but they don't even know that room exists. So that's one thing that I think they can do.
All right, and why should students vote for you?
I think students should vote for me because I feel that what my aim is to create a safe space for people so that they can talk, they can interact with each other, and about any and all issues that they have. Moreover, I'm not someone who wants who is like, oh, if you're queer, you should be open about it. There are so many people who want to remain anonymous. My goal is just to be able to help them feel more comfortable with their sexuality.
Thank you. And is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's probably it.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so I'll be taking the next questions. So Camille, am I pronouncing your name right?
Yes, you are.
Okay, awesome. So first, could you introduce yourself? This could be also your first name, last name, pronouns, if you feel comfortable, and also let us know why you would be a good candidate for this role.
Yeah, so my name is Camille Mantilla. I use she, her pronouns. I'm calling today from the traditional and unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. I'm a second year at Capilano, and I'm studying interdisciplinary studies right now.
Great. So if you elected, what do you expect to accomplish during the term on board, or what have you accomplished in the role so far that shows that you would be a great successful advocate for students?
Okay, so I have 3 main points that I would like to address. First of all, I want to discuss with students which resources that CAP has been working for them, which resources and services haven't been working with them, and really weed out what we might want more of, or what isn't working at the moment that we can change a bit so that it'll work better for the community. The second thing is, as the other candidate addressed, is really making the resources and services visible to people. I think a lot of people aren't aware of what CAP offers, and it's hard to find. So making sure these are accessible and known to people. And the third thing is bringing a bit more of what I've done in the past. So in the summer, I volunteered with the Vancouver Pride Society. And I was the volunteer with the most hours because it was something I was really passionate about. And I want to bring all the experience that I had from there to Capilano and making some Pride events throughout the year so that we can really get the community more engaged. I know that Capilano has a bit less student life compared to other universities since we are a commuter campus, sorry. So I want to have some Pride events, not in June since most people are kind of off by the summer by then, but just things that will really engage the community, make people feel safe and seen, and whether they're out or not, feeling like there's people there to talk to, and people who will embrace them once they're ready to embrace themselves.
Awesome. That sounds great. You answered the rest of my questions. So if you could present your closing statement, so why should students vote for you? That would be awesome.
Yeah, so I'm aware that I have a lot of privilege. I am a very straight passing person since I am very feminine. I am also very white passing, but I also have a lot of intersectional and personal perspectives. So I am Latina, and with that comes some more traditional family views and family friend views that I've gotten to experience. But I'm also cis. So even though I've heard from fellow students that they have to go across campus to find gender neutral bathrooms, this isn't something I've experienced myself. So I really want to combine my own experiences with dialogue and really being accessible and collaborative to make Capilano as safe and welcoming to the queer community as possible.
Awesome. That sounds great. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think that's about it.
Great. All right. Thank you so much. All right. I think that is all for the questions we have for the CSU Queer Students Liaison. Now we will go on to the CPBS, which is the Capilano Business and Professional Society, and the different rules for that. All right, so I'd like to bring on to the stage the Capilano Communication Society, the Capilano Communication Association President candidates. And if there's anybody there. Also, we do encourage you, audience members, that if you do have any questions specific for different candidates, we do encourage you to ask them in the Q&A, and we will ask them for you when it's time. All right, so Samantha, it seems like you're the only one here. Am I pronouncing your name right?
Yes, you are.
Okay, sweet. Just wanted to double check. Same with the other questions I've been asking. First, could you introduce yourself, name your pronouns if you feel comfortable, and let us know why you'd be a good candidate for this position.
Awesome. Thanks, Freya. So hi, everyone. My name is Samantha Cheung. I go by the pronoun she, her, her. I'm in my 3rd year of communications in the Bachelor of Communications program. And why, sorry, was it like introductions and then why am I a good candidate? Sorry.
It's all good. Yep.
Okay, so previously I was the acting president for the summer term for CCA, and what I found was that there wasn't a lot of workshops or networking opportunities for communication students, and a number of my peers have approached me and talked about what would be next right after they graduate, and usually that would be the subject of practicums. And with practicums comes networking and some of my past experiences. So why I decided to run again to make it official, hopefully, is to give communication students a space to, network with one another, but also for me to bring some industry professionals to meet with them, network with them, give them the tools that they need to complete their degree, but also find ways post-grad. In the past, I was able to do a public speaking event 2 weeks ago, and it turned out very well. And most of the registrants that came were actually not communication students.
Awesome. All right. And next question. If elected, what do you expect to accomplish during this year? Or what have you accomplished in the role so far that shows that you would be a successful advocate for students? Also, just a reminder to try and keep things under a minute. No, it can be definitely hard. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I do plan on having small workshops for communication students. So I plan to have a bullet journal workshop for them, and also hopefully in the spring a networking session with different communication individuals, whether that be alumni or individuals that I have personally connected with in the past, to bring their knowledge to communication students as well. So also, like, I'm one of those people that are big on ideas, so a lot of the times I do give out my information to communication students on what they feel they want to have in their association, so that they're heard and they continue to grow in their studies.
All right, great. What is something that the CPBS isn't doing that you wish that they were?
Oh, I mean, yeah, that you put me on the spot there. Definitely, I don't feel that they haven't really done, I pretty much think they actually did a pretty good job setting me as an acting president in CCA. So I think pretty much like maybe opportunities for presidents to grow more like professional development, that would be great as well, because obviously we're the middleman between CPBS and then also our own communication students as well. So obviously leadership opportunities and workshops would be amazing.
Cool. A little bit of an easier question for you. What is your closing statement? So why should students vote for you?
Definitely. I do have past experience in working in the sports communication realm. So definitely I find that transferring those skills into a leadership role have been very enriching, and also helping with my writing. And to be frank, like I really do want to help communication students out as much as they can. I was a person that did a previous diploma. I don't want to say that I'm, a dinosaur student, but I want to, bring those experiences to CAP so that it would be a much easier transition post-grad.
All right, sounds great. And just to wrap things up, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think that was all the questions I was ready for. So thank you, Freya.
All right, thank you so much. Alrighty, and so now I'd like to bring onto the stage the candidates in the running for the Capilano Accounting Association president. If there's anybody here. Yeah. All right. Hello. I would like to bring Matt onto the stage to ask the next set of questions.
Hey there, Jashan.
Hi, Matt. How are you?
Good, thanks. Would you like to introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, sure. My name is Jason Broad. I'm an international student enrolled in Business Administration Diploma at CapU. This is my second year at Capilano University.
Wonderful. So if elected to this position, what do you expect to accomplish during your term, or what have you already accomplished in the past that shows you
Matt,
to be a successful
yeah.
advocate?
Matt, I would like to accomplish like many things at Capilano. Like some of them are, firstly, I would like work on the social mixer. We need to have some more social mixer at Capilano. In order for the new students to get to know each other, meet each other, and like talk about the business world, not only like chill and enjoy. So we need to have more social mixers at Capilano. The second one would be like organizing more workshops in the campus, bringing the industry professionals into the campus so that the students can have real world experience. They can have real world knowledge, because the industry professionals are always like indulged in the real world business and the real world accounting, but the students are like only limited to the books or limited to the like the minimal experience. But the industry professionals have a good amount of experience because they have spent all their lifetime in accounting background or in doing business. Second one would be that option, and third one would be like making the students aware about the job opportunities happening around the corner. Like now the CBPS, like they're doing good, sending us the emails about the job opportunities, but still a lot has to be done. Like more job opportunities need to be brought up to the students so that we can see like not many of the students like get job they desire for. So we need to focus, like they have good experience, they have good knowledge, but why they don't get the job? We need to like figure that gap out and help the students to achieve their main job or start their own business, which they aspire for.
Right, that's great, thank you. You did answer a couple more of my questions, so let's go on to the closing statement. Why should students vote for you?
Like I am one of the students, so like this is my second year at Capilano. I've spent my last year at Capilano like facing some problems. Like CBPS is doing very well, but still it can be made better by like organizing more social mixers. We are having one social mixer in a couple of days at the Simmer Pub, but we need more social mixers at Capilano. Secondly, we need like more workshops. Thirdly, we need more industry professionals coming and like exploring more job opportunities so students can take advantage of it.
Great, thank you. And is there anything else you'd like to add?
That's it, I guess.
Sweet, thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
Sorry, hold on. I think Freya got kicked out.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, misclicked.
All right, can everybody see me okay? Sorry, I think I just randomly got kicked out there. So up next, I would like to bring on stage the Capilano Finance Association president, people who are running for that.
I hate to butt in, but from what I'm seeing here, based on the attendee list that I can see, it looks like the folks that are left for Capilano Finance Association President and Capilano University Marketing Association President, we don't appear from my attendee list to have any more of those candidates left. So if you are one of those candidates, perhaps using a different name on your Zoom account, please put your hand up and I can promote you to panelist. I'm not seeing any hands right now, but
Yep.
We still have quite a few candidates remaining here. So if there are any questions for candidates who have already spoken, we've got a bit of time left here. So please, if you'd like to ask a question, put your hand up and we can promote you to panelist momentarily to ask it, or submit your question via the Q&A and one of the hosts can read it out.
All right, so while we're waiting, I can also ask if there is anybody here who is for the Capilano Legal Studies Associational President role. If there's anybody waiting here. I can also ask if there's anybody here for the Capilano Human Resources Management Associational President role as well. Yeah. Or if there is anybody who hasn't spoken yet, who is currently in the running or is a candidate, just put your hand up and we will hopefully bring you to the stage. Alrighty, so from what I can tell, it looks like that is all. So I will pass it over to John to wrap things up. Thank you everybody who came out and everybody who answered all the questions. I appreciate everything and hope you all have an amazing afternoon. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Freya and Matt, so much. Very exciting to hear from all the candidates, and thank you to the attendees as well. Join us again on Thursday for candidates for the Vice President Equity and Sustainability Forum. We'll have videos up on YouTube on Thursday evening, and I know that the Courier has been live tweeting this, so make sure you check out their Twitter account for more coverage. Again, voting takes place October 4th through 6th from 9 a.m. on the 4th to 5 p.m. on the 6th. The unofficial results will be announced that evening. And again, follow Capilano Courier for updates as well as capilanocourier.com. That's it from me. Thanks, folks. We'll see you on Thursday.